What's going on, guys? I'm a regular guy with the Regular Guy Firearms channel. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'm just kind of hammering them out. Some of you may have noticed, yeah, I've shot like the last 3 of my videos in damn near the same spot. So we're right by the creek where we talked about the corrosive ammunition deal and what that pertains to as far as 5.45 and even some other AKs or AK ammunition that's out there, or corrosive ammunition period. But what I'm here to talk about right now is this guy. The ALG Defense AKT. First of all, the review on this trigger was exciting and boring at the same time. And weird. Like, just all kinds of stuff was happening with this trigger because I'm way too used to military weight and con block triggers, that type of deal. And Jesus, mud flying up from the berms. But I'm way too used to that kind of stuff. And then when you go to the AKT from ALG Defense, it feels like an AR trigger. Now, what's weird about that is that it's not just an AR trigger, it's a Geisley Super 3 gun. Basically, like that's the best way that I can personally describe it from triggers I've used in the past, right? Because it's a single stage trigger with 1/8 inch worth of take up and 1/8 inch to reset. So just to kind of broadcast that, we have our 1/8 inch here. And then the reset is an equal distance. Okay. Which is kind of neat because, again, especially with regular con block triggers and stuff, I'm used to 100% resets and like quarter, maybe more, like maybe 1/2 inch trigger pulls and stuff like that. A lot of them are heavier, some of them are really smooth, but they have long take-ups, that type of deal. But to get basically a Geisley Super 3 gun in an AK, it was kind of weird to me, personally. It took some figuring out to do. Now, you can install these yourself, but just like a lot of AK parts that are out there, they could require some fitting. I would go check out the installation video from ALG Defense and from other YouTubers and stuff that have done it, that you may be required to do a little bit of fitting to get this thing in the gun, which is fine, because if you own AKs and if you put stuff on AKs, this is normal. That being said, though, there's 2 different types of, quote, trigger weight on these, and there's obviously heavier and lighter. Me personally, I like both. I do. But I would prefer slightly heavier over the one that's currently in this gun. Especially the way that, and that's only for circumstance, really. It's on this particular safety. This safety is really light, and just traveling from point A to point B, I've seen this safety knocked off a bunch of times. So I would personally prefer a heavier trigger, but that might just be a safety replacement issue, so, you know, go figure that. Either way, though, the triggers are awesome because they feel exactly like Geisley products, which would make sense because ALG Defense is a sister company to them. And it just, honestly, it's hard to describe. And you may have heard this from a lot of other people. Oh man, it's so difficult to describe. But imagine a perfectly flat street and you're on like a set of rollerblades from when you were a kid or something, or a really good skateboard with really good bearings in it, and that smoothness of how it rolls. It's kind of the same feeling when you're pressing this trigger. There's no mechanical slop or weirdness in it when you're pressing through it, so it makes for very, very clean and speedy, accurate shooting at pretty good distances, and it makes for really fast follow-ups as well, which, in all honesty, is great. There's nothing negative that I have at all to this individual product because it's under $100 as well. Like, what's not to like? So, it's exciting, it's weird, but as I was testing the product, it was boring. It was boring because it just worked. So, in all honesty, that's the biggest seal of approval that I can give for a trigger like that, because there's nothing exciting happening other than the fact that, wow, this is a good trigger. So, with that being said, guys, remember, if you have any questions, go ahead and give them to me in the comments box below. I try to get to them. And with that being said, remember, a regular guy's firearm is the last defense against tyranny. Peace.